That's not disavowing. That's pumping the fucking shotgun.
Thank you.
Following the debate, the only positive news for Trump is his coronavirus test result, which prompts negative blanket coverage.
It starts with breaking news.
Breaking news, President Trump has tested positive for coronavirus. It is extraordinary on many different levels.
No one saw that coming. Let me rephrase that. Everyone saw that coming. We just didn't believe it actually happened.
Well, then, of course, the people surrounding him all start falling ill. Even Melania, who had been socially distancing from him for the past 4 years.
Yeah, Hector.
Sorry, are you saying this was his fault?
Well,
Not 4 bites.
Didn't wear a
I
mask.
don't think so.
Are you saying because of the way he was dressed, he was?
I mean, I've had 4 bites already.
That, my friend, is victim blaming, and you should
And
hang
it's
your
still
head
like
in
on top,
shame.
the
As
top of
an
the burger.
overweight 74-year-old male, Trump is at low risk of appearing on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, but at high risk from coronavirus. As his
Have you guys
condition
seen
worsens, he's transported
this
to Walter Reed Hospital, and the world
TV
holds
show
its
on
breath.
Netflix that is
it was
called,
actually a
what is it
moment
called? Hold on. Death to 2020. I went to Philly the other day. I mean, it was just like a stop on the airplane. That's it. So it's about things that happened in 2020, but it's comedy. It's a parody. How do you say? Is that how you call it? No, I wouldn't say, but it's basically like making fun of everything that happened, like coronavirus, president, you know, all that. I'm not paying too much attention right now, but what I've seen is good.
unity. Whatever their political alliance, everyone in America was praying
I'm good. How are you?
for different outcomes.
Party.
So
Yeah.
the president's in
Thank
the
you.
military hospital getting injected with an experimental antibody treatment.
English is not my
By
first
now I'm
language, though.
thinking,
If you
this
didn't know that.
storyline's far-fetched, but I'm well into this. I'm binging the shit out of it.
Well-wishers outside the hospital show their support and are rewarded when the president
Gracias.
commandeers a Secret Service vehicle to perform the
I don't have
most
Snap, baby.
dangerous drive-by since the final moments of Tupac Shakur.
Then there was this mental bit where he flew back to the White House and stood on the balcony and took his mask off. So we know it was actually him and not a beautiful woman in disguise. Then he proved both his thumbs still worked. Thank God. And he saluted a helicopter, which couldn't see him because it was flying away. The production values were through the roof. It looked like the final shot in the season finale of America, so I was quite surprised when the country kept going after that.
It was quite remarkable, really. One of the most iconic moments in history that any of us will live through, but also deeply, profoundly stupid. The history books covering this period will have to be written in crayon. My God.
I stood out front. I led. Nobody that's
Oh yeah, being hungry all day.
would not do what I did. And I know there's a risk, there's a danger, but that's okay. And now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. I don't know.
Despite his ordeal, Trump seems to have gained little sympathy from the U.S. public and is cratering
What TV
in the
shows
polls.
or documentaries or
It looked like Trump needed
series
some kind of October surprise to wipe
do you
the smile
recommend?
off Biden's skull.
In a bombshell report, Hunter Biden is
It's almost
accused of
out.
introducing his father to a Ukrainian business.
That's the last thing.
That's not relevant. What is relevant is the total.
Oh no,
silence
you
of
don't
the
want to marry
mainstream
me.
media.
Oh no.
Anywhere. Like I said on Joe Rogan, what about Hunter Biden? And on Tucker Carlson, what about Hunter Biden? More than once. What about Hunter Biden? Let's hope that evidence arrives in the mail.
That is exactly right.
And I said it in my New York Times bestseller, What About Hunter Biden?
Dude, I'm like crazy as shit. You don't want to marry me?
As the crucial day nears, other factors make 2020's election as unpredictable as an ape with a hockey stick. The pandemic forces states to introduce widespread postal voting, dragging the U.S. electoral system into the 19th century.
Trump supporters were going to vote in person on election day because they weren't afraid of
No,
riots.
this is the Asiago spicy chicken sandwich.
Democrats were more
Asiago
likely
ranch.
to vote by
Hey,
posts
mama.
from the comfort of their liberal religious homes, wearing a mask and swabbing the pencil down with bleach when they finish.
Advanced in-person voting also explodes. Lines stretch
Thank
for
you,
miles
Mama.
as Americans wait for a go on their democracy.
It was so inspiring to see so many Americans voting. Yeah, and there was a pretty big
That's my baby.
vote too,
Thank
which
you.
I think is so great. And I mean, I have no problem with that as long as everyone has proper ID with a current street address and they keep their hands in the air. Yeah.
Good morning, America. Election Day 2020.
The big day arrives.
She knows this trick where I start doing this and then she jumps whenever she's around me.
Violent clashes at polling stations melt
Thank
away
you.
in the face of familiar tedious scenes of long
Her name is
lines
Luna.
and paperwork.
That was when the whole programme suddenly turned into a really complicated game show format, sort of based on an election. Basically, they had this map of America that's blue around the edges and red in the middle. And to win the election, the players have to flip the states over one by one to see if there are different.
Why you guys are
colours on
seeing
the side.
Netflix or Hulu?
Election night doesn't begin until we flip
I'm like,
a red
I
state blue
think,
or a blue state red.
And they're all
I feel like
worth
I've seen
50
everything.
Florida is worth 29 points, even though it's got fewer letters in its name than Tennessee. It was so confusing. They kept explaining the rules over and over.
If he does not pull
Ay,
off
no,
that Hillary
yo no creo en el
Clinton, win
matrimonio.
Wisconsin, win Michigan,
Empezando por ahí.
or flip any of those Hillary Clinton states, then he's got to go 5 for 5 in these states.
The whole
She's like right
broadcast
there.
was literally days
She's
long.
just right
You
next to
never
the
seem
phone.
get to the bum
She's
bit
just
where
waiting.
contestants buzz in. It's the most boring game show ever.
Luna.
No wonder they only broadcast it once every 4 years.
Told you.
As
He's
elections
just, excuse
end
me?
without an official victor, all eyes turn to the crucial state of Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
where Trump has been on a winning streak, until officials stubbornly insist on counting Biden's votes too. Trump calls foul. On live television, he attempts to beat Nixon's world record for presidential bullshit.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
The president demands an end to democracy. And
They're
so
good now.
does his
So the people, we had to take him to the vet like 2 days ago because he's getting so anxious that he started to bite his legs, his paws. He started like biting into them. So he had like raw skin like right there. So we put a cone on his head so he doesn't touch his paws. But it was still looking horrible. So we decided to take him to the vet. Turns out he has like anxiety. And because of other fireworks and all that, he went like very anxious, and now he's on anxiety pills like me. Okay, it's the same one. Okay, I cannot make this up. It's the same pill that we both use. Now we have to bathe him with a specific shampoo and conditioner and a spray for his paws, his skin, because Pitbull suffers from skin. So yeah, that's what's happening. But my other dog is just fine.
R. Biden Jr. is elected the 46th president of the United States.
I'll never forget where I was when I heard Biden had won. Staring at the news on a Saturday afternoon, or maybe a Sunday night. I don't know. The whole week's a blur.
But I didn't know
the sheer sense of relief was
that we could, just take
and
medicine
I mean,
for dogs and humans.
I actually had tears in my eyes.
Especially like anxiety. It's not like a Tylenol, for example. You know what I mean?
Well, the last time I witnessed a celebration
Right.
on that scale was
That's all they
in
need.
1983 on the forest
That's what is
lawn of
missing.
Endor when the Empire was defeated.
Yeah, that's Return of the Jedi. The Star Wars.
No le van a meter una pala y un
Excuse
perro.
me, but I was there. I was there. Me
Yo le doy
and those dear little dead
pastillas de
people, and we had a
CBD.
lovely time.
As night falls, President-elect and keen jogger Joe Biden delivers a victory speech. After 4 years of Trump's inflammatory half sentences, progressives draw comfort from Biden's dull but coherent message of hope.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify.
Biden's message was that Americans have more that unites us than divides us. Even though we were still counting millions of pieces of paper that prove we're completely different. And we couldn't even agree on the outcome of that.
But traditionally by now, the loser would congratulate the victor. But Mr. Trump doesn't know the meaning of the word concede. He was still very hopeful.
The president is not
It's
alone
okay.
in besmirching and beshitting the result. Having just been
Is everything
reelected to the
alright?
Senate, leading Republicans insist the election that put them there was rigged.
There's a lot of shenanigans going on here. If I were President Trump, I would take all this to court. I'd fight back.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal!
How do you do that?
There's so many discrepancies. I mean, listen, according to the records, there were dead people who were provided, which is impossible because ghosts cannot hold pencils. They said that there were more mail ballots than ever. What about female ballots? The voting machines in Michigan were wirelessly controlled by Hunter Biden's laptop. Georgia's
Okay, guys, I have to go. I have training. So I'll be back later.
Trump's not winning is a statistical impossibility, like snow in winter or a death that can't stop. The total lack of evidence proves there's been a comeback.
Bye.
The whole election
Follow me on Twitter.
never even happened.
DM me so we can keep chatting. Everybody.
CGI.
Bye.